morning, folks. Tuesday morning vlog update here. We got 24 degrees out, feels like 19, and yeah, it's colder than a witch's titty. Had to grab the old drumming gloves and throw them on because it's freezing right now. Had the truck running maybe 10 minutes if that. Plugged her in for about an hour and a half because she was cold, and boy did I make sure that was plugged in to the wall. That way I had the power, you know, and it'll be a brisk one until it warms up or the sun comes out. Hopefully it warms up soon. It's supposed to be at 40 some today, I think. Well, 37 high of the afternoon, and I need to get this thing washed. It's been about 5 days now since I washed it, and it did get dirty a little bit on Sunday, so I gave it a horse bath on Sunday night just real quick, you know, wiped off the steer tires and stuff like that, but it needs a rinse, I can tell you that much right now. So hopefully when I get home it'll be warm enough to where I can pop the pressure wash out and give it a quick rinse and sex it up for you know, a couple more days. But I'm sure we'll come back later. Just wanted to give you an update and let you know how cold it was when I'm starting out here, which usually during the week I'll start out later, you know, in the afternoon. That way it's done warmed up and stuff, and that's how I normally run. But with the holiday being, you know, this week, like I've stated in 2 previous videos, that we're running early, so which it isn't too bad. I got done yesterday. I did 7 hours and 45 minutes was what I was on the clock, so that was pretty nice. So we'll see what we can do today, because I got 2 Napoleons, a Findlay, and a Macomb, and the Findlay's 12 miles away, the Macomb's 6 miles away, so I'm getting rid of that. Running the, you know, 24-mile Napoleon usually takes me about 2 hours to do with the 15-minute intervals of dropping and hooking, but sometimes you get stuck over to Findlay if it's the wrong people working and they're the shift changed. They're kind of sluggish at the end of their shift and whatnot, but we'll see, I guess. So till then, you know, we'll come back with some other stuff. It is. We doing it. Folks, we're back. We're over to Napoleon. I am currently grabbing my 3rd load. Just had to get a hold of L. Stoner, the dispatcher, and figure out what's going on with my 4th load to Macomb that I'm doing, where I seen no yesterday. Wasn't loaded when I first called Gal this morning, and then there was no booking, so I'm waiting on the booking. But it's about 8:15 in the morning. Just checked the weather a little bit ago, and I'm almost positive it's colder now than what it was when I started the truck. It's 24, feels like 19. Okay, so it did go back, but it was 23 and felt like 17 when I was coming over here. I checked, you know, occasionally, and occasionally I check, so just to see what's going on. Can't wait for it to get that bump, because like I said, I got to do stuff when I get home. Wife's not going to be here because she's up at Baby Mom and Big Junior's taking care of the baby. So when I get home, I'll be able to do some shit that I need to do. But, you know, with talking about this weather and stuff like that, and it getting cold, one thing that some of you newer guys might not realize, that the 5th wheel and the lockjaws and all that grease and stuff stiffens up really, really bad. And you may think you're hooked up to your trailer and your kingpin and your lockjaws are good, but sometimes that they don't click all the way, so it's important to get your eyes down there and make sure that is hooked up. I've got to go kick out the bar for the tandems because I just slid them, and while we're doing that, I'll get my new handy dandy big flashlight out and I'll get down there and look real quick, because that's what you really need to do. Yes, you can do a tug test all you want to, but sometimes your 5th wheel plate sticks to the bottom of the trailer, and you'll think that, you know, if you just give it a little tug, it's not going to pull. But if you go to take off and that thing, the brakes don't engage or something like that, and you go to take off and you drop that thing, you're gonna be thinking twice about, man, I should have got down there and looked, because, well, it happens, people do it. I was in a hurry one time a couple winters ago. I did everything. I did a tug test and everything, but I didn't, and that was the only time. And I normally usually get down there and look, but I didn't because I was in a hurry, because I knew there was snow coming and stuff like that, so I tried to rush. And I went to pull out here, and about halfway through when I went to go in my turn, boom, I ended up like this. The truck was like this, the trailer dropped, and I had the landing gear cranked up, and it was horrendous because it was freezing out. It was like probably maybe 13 or so degrees or some shit like that, and it was about 2:30 in the afternoon, so it was kind of a busy afternoon. And they were the trailer was 42,000 pounds, so I had to crank the thing up. I didn't get any help from the yard guys or anything like that. So it's one of those things where, you know, I've been trucking since 2008. I can't do the math right now because I've got you in my hand, and I got kick that thing in there. I need to pop back so that I'll know when I get back in the truck, because it's not locked either. So you want to make sure these are locked too when you go to take off, because if they don't lock, you might go to hit your brakes, the trailer brakes lock up, and you'll slide forward, you go bam and slam real hard. But yeah, I've been doing this since 2008, and even people like me make mistakes because I got in a hurry, so don't let it happen to you. And like the blue truck, I've got plenty of room to get down here. Look at this stuff. But I can see that. You get your angle a little bit better. I can see that. I'm pretty sure you can too there. See that the jaws are locked around that kingpin, which is what you want to see to make sure that you are not going to be dropping your stuff, because nobody wants to be the guy that drops their stuff. That's not fun. That's not cool. You don't ever get any help from anybody when you drop your stuff. You'll be lucky if you get help from somebody if you drop your stuff. But you don't want to drop your stuff. That's all I got to say. And with that, you know, just something to always think about when you're hooking up. If you're lucky, you don't ever have to drop and hook. Like me, I got drop and hook a lot, so it's kind of a, you know, thing that I just do every time. You know, if I skip a step, then I miss something, I don't want to miss anything. I try to get a pattern of things that I do every time that I drop and hook a trailer, to where I do it the same way every time, where it's, you know, it's just body in motion, so you're not missing anything. And I'm pretty sure we're locked in, so I'm gonna peel up there and grab my paperwork and take off. I'm waiting on my buddy Cooter. Yeah, I call him Cooter. We call him Crazy Cooter because, well, trust me on that one. Yeah, he's Crazy Cooter. You can ask my wife. She'll vouch for me with that. But he should be running, you know, he runs out here with me. He should be pulling in here anytime soon. And we usually spit back and forth on a CB. But he was running a little bit behind, and then I figured he'd catch up with me, but he just hasn't yet. So, you know, when I'm over at the ramp, people that haven't seen me for a while, there's a lot of chatter on the CB. They were talking to me, asking me how I am, you know, and a lot of guys say to me, and this happens every time I run early, well, you started a little bit early. Usually don't start until later. What's going on? And I just tell them, you know, it's the holiday and stuff like that. But, you know, I'm kind of like a Sasquatch when I come out. It's a rare sighting to see me this early and running, you know, at this time. And I just got off the phone with Elle Stoner, and she says, you threw me off. I wasn't expecting you to be calling this early. I said, I know, you know, and I told her the same thing. Thanksgiving, blase splat, this and that. So it's cool though to catch up with some of the guys, you know, because there's a lot of nice guys and good people that run out here and do this stuff, and it's like a family, a small family. So, you know, it's like basically like our own little trucking community. You know, there's some outcasts and some people that are just never happy and always gonna bitch about something or find something to complain about, but you'll have that anywhere you go. So most of the people are decent people out here and are willing to help you if you have problems. But you know, it's cool to like get back to it. It's fun. It's fun to do for a while. And I've been kicking ass the last couple days starting off early like this. It is, like I said, it's 8:20 right now, and I'm on my I'm heading over to the ramp with my third load, and I got one more and I'm done. Yesterday I put 7 hours and 45 minutes on the clock, and I was home I think around 12:30ish maybe. I can't remember exactly, but that's usually about how it was. And when I was first started running the blue truck, and I was going to in the works of purchasing an Aerodyne, because I tried to get a couple, they didn't work out, and then I ended up with this one. I needed a certain amount of money, and I would start at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, get over here at 4, start at, be able to get to ramp by 5, and I would run until 5 or 6 at night. I would run my hours out. I did that 1 week. I ran over 30 loads, and I was $20 shy of $5 grand. Bring home after fuel and everything for being a home daily local truck driver. That's really not that bad, but I mean, I was humping and I was hauling and I was doing work. So it's out there. If you want it and it's available, you can do that stuff. I don't know if I'm lazy or what, or if I'm just getting older. I just don't have that much ambition now. If I want some money, I will bust like that. Like when first of the year comes, I'll usually start heavy and I'll just run. So get ready for the first of the year, because I'll be pushing as much as I can, weather permitting, and I'll bring you along. We'll do the vlog, POV stuff. It's probably going to be a lot of the same stuff, but the weather's going to be different. The elements are going to be different. So you'll be able to see that, because I may switch back to first shift just to be able to, kill it with some loads. But even if I run in the afternoon, the way I've been running 4 loads a day, 6 days a week, that's not a bad paycheck at the end of the week, and that's about 8 to maybe 10 hours if I get held up, during the day or at the ramp somewhere. That's about 8 to 10 hours a day. That's not too bad. I'm not going to complain about that, and I can handle that. So we'll see what's going to happen in the future. But I'm going to get off here right now and get moving down the road, because, well, I still got things to do and I got to make that money. So we'll just got back over here to ramp. My cousin, I did see him pull in, Chris Keegan. So if I can catch him, maybe I'll get to chat with him a little bit. I don't always get to see him, and I don't think he's got a CB. He never did before. I don't know if he's got one in or not, but if I do see him and talk to him, I'll tell him he needs to put one in. But, yeah. So he got his brown turd out here. Damn gorilla. Running his shit. And he told me that truck, I think one time we talked, he had a W900. I'm not sure if it was a B or not, but it was green. Sold it to a guy that ran out here, and then got this one. And I'm not exactly sure the model, but I know it's a W900. And I'm pretty sure he was telling me his ass was getting like 9 miles a gallon or more when I talked to him. I think he said he's got a cat. One of them cat motors that's just doing it. So let's see where he's at. I gotta check my phone. I gotta go to 86. So let's make sure nobody's coming before we pull out, because there's a lot of suits in here during the day. That's another reason why I tend not to come through here during the day, because all the suits that are around. There's a lot of people that think they're bosses when they're not. They're nobodies. But they want to act like they can pump out their chest and, you know what I'm saying, try to get you in trouble for shit that really doesn't matter. And the reason why I like running on second shift is the guys that run on second shift really don't give a flying fizz up what you do. So it's one of them things where it's a catch 22, I think. Is that what you call it? Catch 92, catch 22? I don't know. But I mean, for the most part, the last 2 days, I guess I've caught lightning in a bottle, being able to run as smooth as what I have been and having things go as well as they have, especially with the loads. The fact that I come in here, drop and hook every time I've got a container, you know what I mean? I'm going to 230, which I passed it to get my other one. And yeah, I've just been getting lucky, because it's not always like this. It is not always like this at all. There is times where I've sat in here for 2 hours solid waiting on an empty from the crane, and because they were so busy, and they didn't always have pre-mounts. I mean, once in a while you get lucky and you have one, but before they switched their app system over, they'd have some pre-mounts loaded and shit like that. Dudes would just go look, run down the thing. They'd put the shit in their phone, and if it worked, they just steal the trailer. So I could be coming in, you know, saying I got a pre-mount, go to get it, and somebody else already hooked up to it and took it because, you know, they found it, even though if it was assigned to them or not. But now the way they got it set up, if you take somebody else's trailer, or you do something that you're not supposed to do on first shift, they will like completely bust your ass. And this is the truck I'm talking about. This is that damn gorilla right now. He's stepping out of his truck, man. Check him out. It's about the only trailer that Chuck looks decent with pulling, because that thing looks about horrendous when he's pulling a blue trailer or something like that, one of these blue case stackers. He looks about as awkward as I do when I'm pulling him with this green truck, you know. But he's a nice guy. His truck looks like it needs a wash. Needs to give it a bath. But yeah, I thought to myself this summer, maybe I'll work during the day a couple times just so I can come out here and shoot footage on other people's trucks and shit. I just never got around to it. Here comes some trains, locomotives. I just never got around to it because I was busy doing other things, you know what I mean? Living my life. And the past few weeks, the shit was not running this smooth. I can tell you that much right now, because I was getting messages from the girls, or I would talk to the girls and they would be like, well, we didn't have any bookings anyway, so you wouldn't have been able to run. So it's one of the things where, like, yeah, sometimes it's good and it works out. There's a lot of times where it doesn't. So you could, you know, be up shit creek real quick if the shit's not going smoothly. But for the last 2 days, it has run smoothly, and I've been fortunate that it's been this smooth. Now, I guess if you were going to pull out, you should have did it, dude, because I'm going to back in right here and hold you up. Tried to give the signal. No, he not paying attention to the signal I tried to give him. I tried to give him the signal like pull out around me. I'm backing in here, and you can do it, but you didn't pay attention. Oh, Sonny got his cardboard up on his grill there. Must be a little cold, rolling cold there. Yeah, I wasn't sure how I would be able to get by with coming in here with this too, you know what I mean? And I don't want to sit there and have to stop somebody at a fuel stop and talk to them and waste their time and shit like that. So I just, you know, if I catch somebody at the right spot at the right time, I might be able to do a shoot with them. But other than that, you're probably not going to be able to see anybody else's trucks unless it's, you know, like this, me coming in. So I'm going to jump out real quick. Drop it so I can get down and get my other stuff, because maybe I'll keep running since it's so cold and run another load or something, make some more money, and then get home when it's actually somewhat warm, you know what I mean? Because that makes sense to do. So well, we got him over here. Says his truck's dirty, but we don't really care though. What year is this?
It's a 2010.
2010. What's it got for an engine?
Got a Cummins ISX.
Cummins ISX. I thought it was a Cat for some reason. I thought the last time we had talked, you said it was a Cat.
My old one had the Cat in it.
Gotcha.
The C15.
That was the green truck. Right on. Let's do a walk around real quick. There you go for all you hood lovers out there. I'm going to bitch at him real quick once we get off camera. I just gave him a couple pictures so he could check out the channel and stuff like that. But I'm going to bitch at him about getting a CV in that damn thing, because every time I see him, I can never holler at him. So that's a sharp truck though. Getting washed up. How long have you been running out here at the ramp?
I think I'm pushing right around 6.5 years, I guess.
Yeah, and you don't ever have any problems with the company or anything?
No.
Yeah, they're decent people to work for. I always give them shout outs and talk good about the dispatchers and stuff. Yeah, you still got your original number? No, that's not your original number, is it?
My original number was 43074.
74, okay. So yeah, you were up there. Right on. All right, well, let's get back to work. I just wanted to show everybody the truck. I'm always hollering because I seen you one time pulling out a Finley.
CD out. I got to get another one in there, yeah.
Yeah, I just talked about, I was going to bitch at you about getting a CB in there. But yeah, I seen you pulling out a Finley one day and I said something about, you know, like, I know you don't got no CB because I can't say nothing about it. So yeah, that's my cousin. Well, I messed around over there at the damn ramp talking to my cousin for about 45 minutes. I was in that place. I was close to an hour because I pulled in. I was close to the time being, so it's I was over there for about an hour. I hope this guy's gonna come talk to me real quick. Hold on. Cut you back out real quick. We come flying up because they want me to drop it in the door instead of over at their little drop yard that we take and stuff. So that's fine with me. I'll drop it over here for them. I'm a nice guy. I like that. Wish then I could just bobtail right over there, get my load of shit. This place is crazy. Sometimes they're super heavy loads, sometimes they're super light because they make Oreos and stuff here. Cheez-Its, all that kind of stuff. When the dispatchers talk about it, some call it cookie. I picked up a container at the ramp once, and there was a box of Oreos. There was a case of Oreos that had fallen off probably a pallet. So of course I snagged it and I took it and gave it out. I gave all them away except 2 packs because, well, I don't eat cookies like that all the time, and I didn't want them. So I just give them out because I didn't want them. So I gave them to people who wanted them so they could eat them and enjoy them because I didn't want them. So there's a truck over here. This place is notorious for decent trucks, and I just don't understand. But yeah, there's another. It's like a W900 over there, and he's got a slick paint job on him. He's pulling a reefer. So, and this fucking Indian guy needs to give me a goddamn minute to back up here before he tries whipping around and blocking me and pissing me off. Should be good, I'd say. I don't know. I can't tell the other side. It would be. I think it's fine. I don't know. I can't even see out of that mirror over there. It's shaking so much. It works for me. Give me the old thumbs up so he can cut around me. He's going to piss me off because I'm going to be ready to go, and he's going to be sitting there dicking around backing up. Unless he's going by me. Hopefully he's going by me down there. Just does not want to go. Here we go. There we go. Alright, I'll be right back, and once I come back, we'll get guys on that other truck I'm talking about. Well, we got 41,000 pounds double stuffed Oreos. It's going out to Ontario, California. Hooked on the back. I ain't sliding in tandems because I ain't going that far. And, well, this place is a mud hole. And I was back here fucking around, messing around in mud, and I didn't feel like getting muddy and dealing with this stuff anymore. I've been here for 45 minutes from the time I pulled in because I had to mess with a container and fix it. Then I had to, here's that W900 I was talking about, get him in there. Then I had to drop that damn trailer in a freaking door, and I called dispatcher. Deal with her because I didn't have it in today, but I'm going to run a chassis from the ramp in North Baltimore to the Norfolk southern ramp that's in Toledo. So I'll take you on there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the time lapse and I'll hook you up so you can run through the construction and shit with me, and then I'm going to add some music. I'm going to pull up because I bet this guy's trying to come over here. I'm just going to back up for him. So I gotta get on my phone and do some shit anyway. So until we come back, we'll be pulling an empty chassis and then bobtailing back to the ramp. That's all we're gonna do. So get ready. Well, I'm here. This place is completely different than the ramp that you know, you usually see me go into. Basically here, you don't do anything. Period. You come in, you check in there where I stopped. The gal comes out. She comes and enters the info of what you're bringing in or what you're getting out. At least you give her a little piece of paper that's got some information for you on there, and that's about it. Then, like, these guys right here, what pull the chassis, the, you know, containers off the chassis and put them on a train. There is no contact with trains for trucks, period. It's all by yard guys that they have, and that's it. You don't do nothing. I'm gonna drop this over here. I'm gonna bobtail out, and that's it. Then I'm going to get, you know, my empty for my end of day. I gotta go back to the ramp, grab my empty, then I'm done. I go home. So I'm gonna take this down by one of these containers and drop it. That way I can hit the little guy's outdoor facility, if you know what I mean. Use my outdoor plumbing, take advantage of it, and I'm done. So yeah, it's a good day. I figured I'd pick this up, make a little bit extra cabbage, a little bit extra scratch. You know what I'm saying? Might as well. Whip around here and jackknife it, back her right in there. Back her right in there. Then haul ass back, grab my empty, and be done. Go home. And see, about the only nice thing about this place is the fact that you don't have to deal with nobody. I mean, it's kind of a shithole, but what facility ain't, you know what I mean? You're dealing with heavy-ass equipment, stuff like that. There's potholes all over. You seen how rough those bridges were when I was, you know, going from the asphalt to the bridge, the concrete bridge. Distance and gaps and stuff like that throw you all over. I'm gonna have fun bobtailing back. I'm not gonna shoot that because I don't have enough battery, but it's probably gonna be it. Probably gonna be it for today, and then we'll pick up back where we left off tomorrow when we start over. On a hump day, our favorite day of the week. So, hope you all had a good day today and enjoyed it. Got to meet some new people. Well, at least, you know, Keegan, my cousin. You know, other than that, that's how we do it. That's all you do. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I know there's going to be a new subscriber because I just gave her some pictures when I was up there coming through. She come down, she's like, you got a sweet truck. And I was like, yeah, I got a YouTube channel. I said, want a picture? She's like, I'll get one eventually. I said, no, I have them to give out. So gave her a picture of the green truck. I said, you've probably seen my other truck, and showed her a picture of the blue truck. And she's like, yeah, I've seen this one. So I gave that to her too. So big shouts to you for helping me out. And, you know what we say, until next time, we will see ya.